Again, welcome to another episode of Sore Feet Adventurers. We just left off, the party had just got rested up and had some great conversations, and y'all y'all didn't get to meet, but Belle, you talked to your father and you've been invited over to Marcus Estate. Alright, you left off, and Ralnar has just gone around to tell everyone that a carriage is on its way and is here to pick you up. Belle, Ralnar's actually walking up to you. Master Bell, are you going to be leaving Sylvan Vale after you talk with your Lord Tremaris?
I think we can at least come back here before we head out. I still have a report to hand to Kizan before he leaves.
Is it in your room?
Yeah.
If you wish, I can send it off.
I can always send another one soon. That works.
Should I pack up some supplies for the trip?
Yes. Yes, please.
Very good. How will you be leaving?
I did get permission to use the airship.
Yeah, just a little surprise. Do your friends know your plan to fly?
At least 2 of them do, yes.
I shall pack up, get the necessary supplies. Do you wish me to bring them on board your ship? What will be your ship called?
You can't ask me that question.
Well, I'm asking it.
The SS Anxiety. Yeah, there we go.
Really?
I can't fucking think of
Elven
anything on the
Anxiety.
spot.
The unsinkable.
That's to make the anxiety better.
Elven anxiety.
Just anxiety, but in Elvish.
Yeah.
And not actually that. It's just those words in that order.
No, even better. The SS disappointment. Sorry,
Damn.
the SS perpetual disappointment. There we
That's
go.
Belle's nickname for
You want
it.
me to give it a name?
Well, yeah, Belle could have a nickname for it.
So wait, what do you call it?
I like SS disappointment.
And you.
As a joke.
Okay, what one would?
It's a joke nickname.
Okay, it's fine. Shall I put the board? Shall I bring all the supplies on the disappointment?
Yes, please.
Very well. I'll go and consult with Oakery, I suppose. He seems to have the most things. I'll leave you to it. The carriage is waiting out front, beyond the gate.
Thank you.
Of course, unless you want me to invite them in.
We can always head back here.
All right. He goes and heads off. Oakley, Rounder is coming actually to you to see if you want to bring your permission. Tell them that you guys are going to be flying out of Sylvan Vale. You have to load your stuff on the ship now.
He'd be going through a manifest for his wagon and whatnot. And he'd look over and say, I'm not surprised to have a ship. What's it called?
Do you want me to give a name to it, or?
Oh, yeah, the official name, sure.
All right. Called like the
Do you,
Blade Breeze, I guess.
okay, I
Say
was going to
Blade
say, do
Breeze.
you want something? Because I've got something.
Sure, throw something out.
The
Everyone.
Silver Wind.
Silver Wind? Sure, there you go. Silver Wind. You can write that down for your
That's
ship.
creepy. I was going to say the same thing.
I was thinking
Oh.
one, so.
Well, I mean, we do have 2. There's the Silver Wind and there is the Phoenix.
Has the Phoenix been reconstructed due to damages?
No, that is the Lady Daron's ship.
Interesting name. I suppose I'll have Gunther and my wagon be put aboard the Silver Wind.
If you wish to follow me, if I'm gathering supplies as well, is there more supplies you would wish to receive?
Now that you say that, maybe a few chickens. Wouldn't hurt to have a pig butchered. That'd be enough for us for a while.
I'll gather some essential I think you'll appreciate.
Right.
He kind of leads you on your way and helps you bring the stuff to the tower. And there's an elevator kind of leads up where you take stuff and stows it on the board.
Okay.
Pretty much just goes to everyone else and tells them, just as a heads up that you're all going to be taking the ship. And with that, you're all going to be, everyone's going to go and meet up. Kazan kind of goes around, receives everyone's letters stated in. You're all going to meet up in the front of the house.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. You was gonna say bye to Kizan first, but yeah.
Okay, what do you want to say to Kazan as he's
Just
kind
gonna
of looks
give
like he's
him
getting his stuff?
Give him a hug and tell him good luck on his travels. Keep in touch.
He gives you a hug and I will do my best.
I hand him 2 letters for the one for my parents at Dragonspire and for Teenish and Honey Drew, right?
Honey Shore.
Honey Shore.
Honey, sure, no problem, but it's kind of holding the other letter. I'm not going in that direction. Kind of flings it back at you.
Alright, then give this to Teenish and ask if she can deliver it.
It just shrugs. All right. Take everyone's letters. Then after you guys are all meeting in the front, you see Ralnor and Marith's there. They open the front door for you. There's must be a immaculate kind of silver carriage with golden linings on, or kind of golden trimmings on it. You see there's a gray skinned rider, or not rider, but driver there. It's actually quite large carriage. It looks like you'd be easily fit a dozen people.
Before I step in, I look at this gray-skinned driver and ask, "Are you another Marith's friend?"
Forgive me, I'm not Master Dwarf. I do not know who Marith is.
Right. And then he pays that no mind and climbs in.
You're climbing up. You do see another gray-skinned individual, kind of white hair, and goes and opens the door for you. So gives a bow to you as he opens it. So he goes and opens it. You do see from underneath the carriage just floating steps just go down and hit all the way to the ground.
Spiffy. And he climbs into it.
Okay. So, man, is there anything else you want to do you guys walk towards it?
Eve's gonna look to Belle, who I'm assuming is probably kind of at the head of the group, and just say, is there anything we should know going into this?
Like his personality, or
I wouldn't want to do anything to upset him and get you on his bad side, or reflect badly, I suppose.
I think that's hard to do.
You guys hear Oakley as he shuts out from one of the windows.
well, no, I don't think there is anything that you really need to know.
Okay.
I'll probably be quiet for most of our interactions, just so I don't say anything inappropriate.
I agree. I will do the same. I do not fancy this man.
I will keep him on track if he decides to derail into
Banter.
subjects that aren't great.
I don't have a good track record with nobles. I'll stay in the back of the party.
So you all, is anyone else going to enter after Oakley? I'll enter.
Yeah, we just go in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Here you go,
is there-
Dan.
before you
Contested
go,
roll. You guys take the next carriage.
There's only one bed.
No, I'm joking.
Well, that's it. We just send Okri in.
Bye. Bye.
He's like, well,
This is...
if you want to meet him
So
that
go
bad.
climb in.
surprise! Alright, as he goes there, you see Rowner just looking at you. Goes in, gives you a hug, Bell, and be safe, Master Bell.
I will. Thank you.
And you see Meredith, and she doesn't bow. And safe travels, Master Bell.
Thank you, Meredith.
And Rowner gives a bow to everyone else.
Over kind of gives him a 2-fingered salute.
He waves.
So does Eve also.
Yeah.
The bows. You all head there. So you all enter the carriage, and the cushions are very soft. You have like the finest silk. You kind of walk on. They're actually kind of warm a little bit.
I turn to Bill and say, "This is not one of those carriages that bumps a lot, does it?"
Oh, I'm sure he's paid the best for all of
All right,
these things.
I'm taking it up then.
Right. You all board into. You see the. Those are close to the door. You see just the steps just float back up together and back underneath the carriage, and you see the one who opened the door for you. He just kind of walks in. The page. They are smaller, so it would be like a child, but they still have the gray skin. They kind of sit there and sit next to the door and close it.
How far is it to your father's mansion?
He's just on the other side of town, right?
He's pretty close. It's kind of you would understand it like the other side of the park.
So the carriage is not even necessary.
Yeah, it's literally right as close as you can. So it's like, yeah.
It's really not that far away.
You mean I'm not going to have a nap?
You'd have a good rest.
I suppose.
Kind of goes and gets starts heading out. You just see I would say there's it is being pulled by immaculate white horses. You'd say probably sylvan steeds. But they're just being pulled along. Go out the gate. You see the gate just disappear as you head out of the Dayron estate. It's about 15 minutes to go around the park and you make your way there. You see it's dark. You just see the lanterns are out. If anyone's looking out the window, you do see the stars above. There's a gentle breeze. As you approach, you do see as you approach another estate, as you look in there, there's a bunch of trees in the front, so you can't really get a good view of the estate yet. But you do see, even despite the size of the trees, you do see there's several, looks to be spires above the treetops from how close you are. As you pull up to this, actually almost kind of looks very similar to what the white alabaster of what the Dayron Estate's fences are, but they seem to be thicker and actually taller. And have the same kind of, you can't really tell, but look like they have kind of wards on as well. As you go up to the gate, you do see it disappears as well. It looks a little more shimmery as it doesn't.
So fancy.
And as you go down the trail, you do see a very large building ahead of you. It's a quite large yard, around a good 400 feet. Pretty much a rideway to get up to the road leading up there. You see the trees on all sides, varying sizes, but most of them are quite large and healthy.
I make silent comparisons between Bill's and this estate.
Everything seems bigger in this estate. And you see even the lanterns as they kind of light. They give off you do see that the glow gives more of a natural for the lanterns. So just like the normal light, it seems like moonlight almost. This is almost 10 or even going past 10 as you guys are finally leaving on your way. As you're heading there, you do see, they just get out of the trees. You see a vast field. You do see several buildings on the sides though. So buildings looks like there's actually, probably would say, you're guessing these might be stables. It doesn't seem to be like as fancy as the portal door for what the Dayron estate is, but still quite a sight to behold for a simple stable. You do see a smaller, looks like kind of a more, you see what you would say a normal estate on the side. Belle, you know that's the guest house. As you approach, you do see this estate seems to actually is 3 stories tall, and in general, it seems to be kind of a similar shape from the front view. It is of the same color of pure alabaster with silver linings all around. There's actually gold as well. You know, a gold looks like a foundation. It's go up, kind of in like a triangles going up to look like they strengthen where like the pillars would be. So you would understand for the construction is they do have a point, but they do also look pretty. As you approach, you do see while there's the 3 large pillars on each end, in the mids one in here, it goes actually up 2 more stories. for the whole central part of the estate, and then there's a large pillar that goes up. Kind of similar to the other sides. So if we're looking at it, it looked to be it'd be the same shape, kind of a crescent, just on a much grander scale. As you kind of go around, you come around. There's a large fountain. This fountain actually, it looks to be, as you're looking at it, looks to be kind of the shape of an eye. And there seems to be other 3 lesser fountains around it. They're kind of all shooting in water. The ones in the outside part, they actually shoot water towards the bigger one.
Hey, Belle? Why are those fountains made of eyes?
And it's the shape of an eye.
Yeah.
So like
yeah,
shape.
I know. That's what she's asking that.
Oh, okay.
She's just phrasing it weird.
Would Belle know why?
It looks neat. You know everything that your father has to make a point.
One trait to describe your father is extra.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know exactly what runs through his head, but I'm sure he thought that it was a good idea. He kind of stresses the eye and idea.
You hear Eve also giggle.
But he doesn't like... He keeps a straight face.
Yeah, she glances to you, but she's giggling.
And as you kind of turn around the fountain, you come up to the entrance, you see there's a much grander, instead of just like a plain kind of door and the very few steps, it seems to be kind of more of there's about 20 steps, each step about 7 feet, so large steps that lead up to this door. And all along these steps, there seems to be just more gray beings and standing at attention in lines, laying all the way down to where you'd stop. And as you stop, there seems to be more gray skin, and at the top, it looks like there's actually some half elves and some elves. They all seem to be wearing similar uniforms of what Rallner had. And
I'm gonna chat to Belle and say, if this is the line of servants to greet you, I wonder how many are in the foyer.
I guess we'll find out.
with that, the carriage comes to a stop. The page does a bow and opens the door and comes over for you. Did you see the steps go down? He just says, "We're here." Kind of points to it. My ladies, lords.
Thank you.
I was gonna get out and look at Belle expectantly. Lead the way.
Belle would get out and lead the way.
Alright. You kind of make your way across. All the servants are doing a bow to you as you're walking by. So, yeah, just walking by.
Keep on going.
Right. And you do see this grand door. The doors are about 30 feet tall, actually, in this front of this house. I do see the two nearest guards. You do actually, when you guys are at the top, you do see there's, like I said, elves and half elves. They do give a bow. You see the familiar form of Taravar Herathan. Young Master Tremars. Welcome back home.
Thank you.
So he goes and motions to the door. You see actually larger gray-skinned. These ones look actually are in kind of a armor. Still some gray skin and white hair, and they go and open the doors for you. And there, standing in front of you, is Lord Olivier Tremaris. And he seems to be a elf. He seems to actually be in good shape. He does have blonde hair, as you see, very similar to what Belle has. Kind of shortcut in there, but he does have a ponytail in the back, as you can see. Then he does have a very, very nice suit on. It actually seems to have moving pictures on it.
My eyes immediately gravitate toward the moving pictures.
What you look at, it does seem to be. When you're looking at it, looks to be kind of part of it is like a woods, but it looks to be supposed to be like a forest. The top part you can see would be like a night sky, so there's stars they're lighting up. The bottom part of it, so imagine like Japanese word, I can't remember what they're called right now.
Kimonos?
Kind of like kimono, but the male equivalent. It's only down, he's got the wide Hakama pants.
Yeah, that's
And-
the little kimono.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the kimono. Okay, so kimono.
Yeah.
In the bottom part, there's woods, but in the woods, there is actually a green dragon moving out. And going around, seems to be traveling around it. Oh, welcome, Belle! It's been too long. Welcome home. These must be your companion. He points to you as he says it. Yes, that was the word we used.
Sora gives a knightly bow.
Ah, at least one has good manners. Good. I am Lord of Vertramaris. Welcome to my estate. Come in.
You also would say, thank you for having us, Lord Tramaris, and then wait for Belle to go in.
Oku would give a short nod in acknowledgement.
Okay, so you walk in, he puts his arms around you, Belle. You have quite an assortment of companions.
He nods.
Many different races. Ah, come. So you guys are walking you do see that behind you. You guys notice all the servants are walking as well behind you. They lead you over to you go in, and it's still spotless, but the foyer in this is much larger scale, 10 times the size of the Daron's estate. You just go look. There's it kind of leads up. You can see all the way almost up to the tower. You can guess up to all the way to the tower top. You do see the rails, through the rails, and again, there is no stairs.
I take out my crystal. Does it activate or anything in this vicinity?
And you do it. Doesn't look like it activates.
I slowly put it back into my pocket.
He brings you in, kind of still his arm around you, Belle, kind of just making talk. Oh, I was over in the homeland. Yes, making much more deals. Do you like the comfort thralls? How is this? What is it? Meredith, that's what you called her.
Yes, Meredith is quite helpful.
Ah, good. I'm glad you like it. You're all impressed with the comfort thralls, right? Kind of stares at everyone else.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
Yeah.
They're okay.
Harry's not saying anything.
I'll talk with you later, Dwarf. See what your likes and dislikes on them. Always looking to improve.
Right. Perhaps when we have time.
Of course. You're always busy. Sit. He kind of brings you to what you understand to be a study. It's much larger. Everything is grander scale from the Daron estate, so you see kind of larger bookshelves, and as you get it, everything's super nice. As you said, it's extra everything. You can see there's actually the lanterns around there. It looks to be actually blue. There's blue flame, but it looks like it's constantly changing. It's all around. So, what color do you prefer? Blue? Kind of like he has a crystal. He's going to a door. Red? Kind of see the lights change. Green?
How about yellow?
Daylight, man. All right. Kind of like it looks like daylight. Sit.
I sit down.
He also sits primly.
Sit down and is very comfortable. Well, to let you know, I already told Tobias Monaghan everything, and I've sent him on his way. I've told him that Lord Tobias will take care of all his problems.
He also panics and she's looking at Belle.
Belle kind of shuts his mouth more. I'm trying to describe the kind of thinning lips kind of thing.
Sets his mouth in a
your lips
hard
are pressed?
line.
Yeah, a hard line, I guess, is...
I told you I'm here to help. Now you don't need to go through the dilly-dally of explaining everything. If you wish, I can get a full report sent to your mother, the High Marshal.
I was wondering about the goings-on for the Willow Siren Hall. That was what I was missing in my report.
Not to worry. Through talking through with the Vice Governor, we've sent already some of my men over to talk to some of the workers still there.
Can I roll an insight check for
Yeah.
talk?
Yeah, on talk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the swimming stone. I'm fiddling with it, just it looks nervously. But Belle's going to get a message from Ebalsa that says, should I send a message to Alnor letting him know about this?
You're trying to be
Maybe intercept.
deceptive. You should probably.
Yeah, alright, I'll roll
Right.
deception.
Say right.
That was a 5
I'm rolling
insight.
deception, because that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
That
What'd you roll
is,
for?
hold on,
Insight.
26.
26 for
Deception.
He doesn't know.
Okay, cool.
You can roll. You have advantage. It's, you know your father.
I already got a 15.
That wasn't even much better. That's a 6.
I rolled a 19.
That's not good.
You're all going insight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
25.
25. You said 15.
Yeah.
You rolled a 19.
Yes.
Nahiri?
Wait, wow.
Yes.
19. You had 25. Saoirse. Okay, would you roll?
Much as I don't like him, I believe he's right.
9.
9.
No.
9. And what did you roll, Belle?
That was a 6 with advantage.
Oof.
All right.
Gosh.
You're just kind of flabbergasted, Belle, just trying to think of what to do. As you sent off the one person you came here to talk to away.
Alright, and that's when you get the message from Ebe.
He would kind of like side eye and he'd do like an imperceptive nod like he's thinking.
Okay. Okra, you believe he doesn't get this rich for nothing. With 15 and 19, so Sora and Nahiri, you understand, you don't know truly the elven customs too much, but you understand that they might be doing more than just talking. And you don't know what to expect because you've never been to the Willow Hall. You know there, and you, Saoirse, despite your kind of lack of knowledge in it, you do know there might be some interrogation to be thrown in here. Whether it's gentle or
Not so.
not so, you don't know. But you do know there's a lot more happening, and you don't know what you can only see. With how much money you see, you can only imagine this person probably has money to send some of the more elite forces there to go check it out. For your understanding of connections. So, my dear boy, how can I help you?
Right. Also as the liaison, as you so said.
Yes, I am quite proud of that. I am the liaison for I suppose your party to the High Lord of Magicate.
So can I sneakily send a sending to Ralnor?
Okay, were you gonna do slide it? Or it's magic. Is it verbal?
It is verbal, but I'm not sure if that's out loud or if it's related to
So, okay, one verbal is
You can say it out
you're
loud.
casting, you're not saying the message, but you're casting the arcane words to cast.
Yeah,
it.
so he
they would know
wouldn't
you're
tell you.
casting a
Okay,
spell.
yeah, in that case I'll wait.
Okay. Alright.
But Bella looks to the rest of the party as he's explaining that he's the liaison, time to open the floor to conversation.
Yes. Come to Lord Tramaris with your problems. I love helping. So he goes and he orders he's motioning for servant to bring drink to him and post motions to all you. They're all bringing drinks to you.
Well, now that you say that, we plan to go to the ball.
The ball. The Grand Arcane Ball.
Bell nods.
Oh. I have invited you for years. You've really never taken up. I'm glad to see you're taking interest in politics.
Would you
Oh.
offer to sponsor us?
Sponsoring. That's a big responsibility.
The one in charge obviously would be your great son.
I'm always here to help out my beloved son. No problem. You do not have to ask. I will gladly give you a free pass. But forgive me. What is your attention? What are you heading to the ball for? Surely not just to dance, as you said you're on a great mission, Belle.
Of course not, sir. We are there to speak on Freehaven's behalf.
Ah, Freehaven. What a shame that it was attacked. We do all feel for the loss of life. And such your good intentions, I don't know if that would be enough to get you an audience with the High Lord.
Well, we are intending to further connections between Magicate and Freehaven.
Interesting. Are you heading to Magicate to help the Civil War?
Yes, that is what I had told you earlier.
Oh, I just wanted to hear it from your companions.
Yes, sir.
Evidently,
Yes.
yes.
Ah. And I'm guessing if you were acting as agents for High Lord Faustus, you were hoping that his patronage would get you in.
We were hoping, yes, sir.
Well, it most certainly could get you in, but probably not enough to get you a meeting with the High Lord.
Would you have any recommendations for us if that is the case?
Well, it seems myself, and other nobles I represent do have a problem that could use your skills. If you're interested, of course.
Of course, sir.
Name it and it could be done.
Yeah, look at you, Belle.
He gives a nod.
Ah, so far your friends are doing good. I like them. Eager to please. Ah, right. Well, first I must say, I congratulate you on your success here. Thank you. He raises a drink. Raises the drink to you. Drinks it. But I know most of you would have thought that your deeds here would have won you an audience with the Lord. I'm sorry, but no. Most of the lords here who own property at the estates were not in town. And while I will send them your regards and tell you of your great deeds, if you were to handle this other problem, it would most certainly persuade most of them to give you a chance to speak with the High Lord of Magic Gate.
And what would that be?
There is rumors really, but little problems over at Marquette Lake. If you were to head there and follow the lead and see to these problems, kind of doing air quotes, find out what you can and report back. Make sure everything's good. Ensure the locals go back to work on the mini estates there.
Of course, sir. But would you mind sharing these rumors? It's good to have information going into something like this.
Ah, smart lady. Yes. Right. Well, many of the rumors, many of the peasants and commoners, they speak of a cult. I suppose we can say that. A cult of madness, they say, who's taken the area by storm. Seem to be quite popular in the area. But you know how commoners are, they're superstitious lot.
Of course.
And we wish to have proof of this cult to see if it is truly a problem. But, as I said, normally we would dismiss such things, but the problem has become so severe it has reached the High Lord's ears. So if you were to solve this, not only would you have the many nobles who own a lakeside property be very appreciative, you'd earn favors from them, but the High Lord himself would be glad to have an audience with you.
I see. That's quite wise, my lord.
So, how are you feeling on that when you say that?
She's sucking up, but she's not making it obvious. She's just being
Well, if they're rolling insight, you probably
Polite?
should roll deception.
yeah. Okay. Well, she's being polite. This is what she's learned how to interact with nobles that way through her
He just
schooling.
realizes it.
Pleasantries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Normal for her. Yes. Well, is there any other questions of what I can fill you in? I must tell you, I haven't been there per se, so I don't know the exact physical evidence there could be.
What are the people saying about this cult?
Oh, I suppose it's dangerous. They come out at night. Normal worries. They fear for their lives.
That
And their
night, you
families.
say.
Of course. I've even heard that there is problems in the waters at night. Beyond that, I'm not sure. It's been some time since I've gone to my property over there.
Right. I've come to an understanding. Should probably head out soon. Deal with this problematic rumor.
You're talking like, Belle, I bet this lovely young maiden. She seems to be very interested in you. Her father owns one of the largest factories of airships in the home world. Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
Exactly. We should head out.
Ah, tell me if you're interested. It could bring our family or raise us up.
Valkyrie gets up and
excuse me.
starts leaving.
Yeah. Would you mind showing me the restroom here?
Ah, Belle, you don't need to bother yourself with that. He says in Elvish. You hear he says 6. You see one of the gray-skinned servants just comes in. Show the young lady. I didn't catch your name.
Ibalsa, sir.
Show Balsa to the laboratory. Kind of nods and kind of motions you to follow.
She gets up, bows, and then leaves.
Right, drink. The finest wine.
Sorry, I do not drink.
Perhaps water.
Water is fine.
And Valkyrie's gonna use the sending stone. I believe we are now wasting time. We have our mission. We no longer are capable of talking to the man we were supposed to.
So Eve's not wasting time. Once she's in the bathroom, she's going to send a message to Ralnor.
Okay.
What was Belle's dad's name again?
You
Last
just
name?
call him Tramaris.
Tramaris, that was it. Okay. So it's Tramaris sent Mardigan away. We need to talk to him. It feels like Tramaris is obstructing our attempts to report. Find Mardigan if you can.
You get after a little bit, you get a message back. That's Tamaris. I will do what I can. He is high nobility. If he has talked, little I can do.
Right.
I think I have 5 more. Little I can do to
Help.
with Vice Governor.
Okay, so he doesn't get anything back because Eve's not going to use another spell for that.
Okay.
She is going to use the sending stone to Belle and say she sent the message. Ralnor's going to help as best he can. But maybe if we have time before we leave, we should stop by the Willow Siren Hall.
Then Belle would pipe up. I believe Ibalsa should be done with the restroom by now, and we should be on our way out.
Well, I'm glad I could help you. Please, let me walk you out. As I said, don't worry about anything in Silvervale. I am here. I will personally see it that it is all dealt with.
Thank you.
I said I have my men receiving at the garden right now and checking a door.
Thank you, Father.
Of course, anything for my beloved son.
I lightly flinch at the word garden, but not enough to be noticed.
Like an eye
will,
twitch.
It's ever so subtle.
Okay. As he goes and gives you a hug and sideways. Come by any time. As I told you, I've upgraded your room. I think you'll find it to your liking. Well, I hope you enjoyed your stay, no matter how short a time it was. But I understand if you're off to save the realm. And with all due haste. Feel free to message me after you've gone and investigated the Lake Marquette problem.
Of course.
Well, till then, I bid you good night. Much to do, much to see. People to talk to. He seems to kind of just like claps his hands. And you see kind of a little small airship kind of actually come down off the roof and roll down. He kind of see steps a form down, just floating down. He kind of steps up to him. Right, we can go. And he takes off and flies off.
Okay, paint a picture. How big was the ceiling in this?
No, I guess we went outside.
Outside.
We went outside.
Oh, okay.
He walked you out, basically.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I thought we were
And
still.
I was waiting in the carriage, basically.
Okay.
Hold my head out the window, just
Well,
looking.
he pretty much did it right when you guys walked out. It was like, and the ship came down. You
Oh,
saw-
I
I
was
left
a-
first.
Yeah, he left. He left right soon.
Yeah.
Okay. If you left first, you would have been basically getting in. You look around, you see the ship come down.
I would scoff at it.
Alright. Are y'all just gonna get back on
Yeah.
in the carriage?
Yeah.
I assume since it's taking us back.
Yeah.
Get back in the carriage.
I use
Takes
the
you back to the Bayron estate.
I'll use the sending stone and tell Nahiri, trust me, my lord's not like this.
He just kind of chuckles and she'll message back. If you served a man like this, I would be very concerned.
On the way back, Eve's got her head in her hand. She's going,
You okay, Abe?
yeah, I just, it was not fun.
That's why I kept quiet the entire time? Oh,
And
I
I've
can't
been
stand...
putting up with that for 30 years.
I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I can ask my mom to adopt you.
He kind of furrows his eyebrow. How old is she? He asks in character, kind of strained. Because he saw her in person. She looked really young.
Yeah, do I actually know her age?
You know she's just over 100.
I thought you said she was like 120 something.
Well, it's like, I have an age written down on it.
She's an elf, right? Yeah, okay.
So,
My clan will welcome you if you want to.
Orky pipes up and says, "Don't look at me. I'm exiled."
Yeah, so because with you, she'd be like 121.
I think
So you do know
she's.
your mom is still like, I am young.
Yeah.
She
I think she's about 121.
Really.
Belle's eyes get wide. I don't think that'd work. I'm older than her.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, how old are you?
130.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, Teenish can adopt you.
He kind of nervously chuckles and dissociates for the last little bit of the ride.
Alright, you can make it back to the Daron estate. You do see Rowler there waiting at the gates for you.
Orky pipes up and says, "Ralnar! To the ship! I have to get squared away. If you wouldn't mind."
Of course, how was the visit to everyone?
Terrible.
Yeah, I agree with Oakry for once.
Yep.
Belle kind of just stares at Relnor expectantly.
Are you alright, Master Bell?
Yes.
I got your boss's message. He's kind of walking everyone to, kind of escorting you guys to the tower. I'll do what I can to pull up information. I'm sure the citizens of Sylvanvale are most appreciative of all that the Daron estate has done. That's all I can really promise you. It'll be my word over our lords, so even though we'll leave it at that.
If you don't mind, I think what we really need is just to get a hold of the vice mayor.
He's kind of looking up at this hour.
Well, no. But I could cast sending into the spell storing ring I've got, and I could give it to someone who knows him. Temporarily.
He is often overworked. Best let him sleep.
Yes, not right now.
Do you still all intend to leave tonight?
I would prefer it.
You guys look around, you do see there's actually no more fog. It's all seems to be gone. It's a beautiful, clear night sky.
I don't mind leaving tonight if that's.
I think as long as we can sleep on the airship.
Yeah.
I have no preference.
I have a feather token, so I can fall asleep safely and soundly.
There are more tokens on the ship.
Right. I will soon have more than 2 then.
Hopefully your skills haven't gotten rusty. I've heard some of your exploits in Freehaven. Get a smile.
He nods a little bit.
Oh, he kind of motions you all to to the tower. You do see your bags you didn't take her with you are actually packed there. And please step on the platform. You do see there's kind of you understand looks to be an elevator.
Okay.
I'll step in, he pulls out a crystal and goes to the side. The platform just kind of, you do see rails kind of stand up, go up, and it kind of just goes up this tower. You've been through this oak tree. You took your wagon up it. As you go to the top floor, you're about 60 feet off the ground. You do see there is a much larger ship on one side. It seems to be kind of, there's a bridge way leading off the tower to there, and a smaller bridge leading to a smaller, leaner ship. The Silver Wind. This will be the one you're taking. I'll motion for your bags, or kind of grabbing the bags, some of them, bring them on there.
He already had all her bags on her.
It is light and fast, and it'll take you where you need to go.
Thank you so much.
Just give it a bow.
I thank you for all that you have done for us.
Of course.
I thought I didn't like you at first, but you are far better than the other house.
He gives a little like smirk. Thank you. Much obliged, Master Oakley.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, I will meet you in the captain's quarters, as they're called.
You are looking. It's probably about a 50-foot ship, so pretty nice size. A little smaller than the ones that you rode over in Freehaven, but it's a lot more sleek, or anything more elaborate.
As big as a fucking yacht, if not bigger.
I mean, these people are super rich.
Yeah.
Am I the one that's driving? I assume.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
You should ask them that. You do know
No.
there is a autopilot there.
Oh.
Oh, so fancy.
Yes, I can meet with you there.
Good. Well, I'm gonna go find it wherever it may be. And Oakley just
Donner's
walks
actually
off.
pointing to one of the doors. It's oh, all right. Well, the gods bless you, and safe traveling.
Thank you, Ral.
Thank you, Rowner. It was a wonderful stay.
Thank you.
Be safe, everyone.
You too.
You too.
Take care of this one. He goes and puts his hand on your shoulder.
Will do.
Wilson nods
Leave you a little
vigorously.
more than hand grips a little bit in. Till we meet again, Master Bell. Kind of steps off, off the ship. Kind of nods. Kind of heads back towards the elevator. Can see it go down platform.
Time to turn the key and start it up and start it on the way. And I assume it's got to go somewhere first before you hit autopilot.
Yeah, you head towards it. You do know as you head toward it, use a little magic gesture to start it. You guys all feel the shake of the actual ship as you see its lights just peer on. Little glowing orbs appear to light up all around the ship. And you do know there's a word. You do use a special word from your voice to actually activate it before you can pilot it.
The arcane word,
Yes.
power word, start.
Yep. And it does turn on, and you see that you can actually move the helm now. As you do that, you see when it moves, you do actually see the little bridge that led from the tower actually just kind of go in on itself. Just fold into it itself.
Belle would use the sending stone for the group and just make sure that everybody is on the same page, that we're all heading to Marquette Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least that's what I set the autopilot to.
Oakley agrees to that.
Yeah.
He would pipe in and ask about stopping for Nahiri's brother at some point.
He'll send a specific message to Ibalsa. I still need to have a conversation with her. We've just been so busy the past couple days. I haven't had the chance to have that conversation with her yet.
Out of character, does Eve know about this conversation that's supposed to happen?
Nope.
Okay, so she's gonna ask, what sort of conversation?
Well, if you wouldn't mind charging a spell storage ring with sending and then giving it to her so that she can send a message to her brother to make sure that he is fine. So that we don't have to go there first, so we can take care of the important stuff.
I see.
Unless he is in absolute trouble.
I can do that.
That would be appreciated. Thank you.
Definitely tell her about it first, though, because I'm not just gonna drop that on her.
No, I don't expect you to. That was my conversation to have with her. And then he'd go find Okri after putting the ship to autopilot.
Okay. You go find your quarters on the ship that you know.
Did he find it?
You said he pointed to me.
Oh no, it was Rallor was pointing to the door where it was going. Then when you walked off.
Where it was? I thought you pointed towards the captain quarters.
While you were walking
that's
out,
what-
he said,
that's what
"Oh, it's
Rounder was
over."
pointing.
He's like, "Oh, never
Yeah,
mind."
and so he went there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you saw it. He's like, it's over, and you walked off. Oh, okay. So you would have found it. You go there and you do find Okri there.
Okay.
So after hearing the door open and you
Did
come in
you
and close
set
it,
the ship earlier? Did you go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I made it a
I know.
point to
I was just
say
making sure. You're like, oh, we're gonna set it.
it's time to fucking crash this thing. Goodbye, disappointment.
You already know it's moving, Okri, from looking out one of the windows.
I wouldn't look. I would just feel.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you enter, you would notice that he's making a pained expression and trying not to look at the windows. And he would say to you, now I am trying to be more flexible, but would there happen to be a room that has no windows in here?
I can cover them up if you wish, or we can meet in a different room. If there is a different room.
You know, there's the hold wouldn't have any windows.
We can go down to the hold.
That's my only condition. That's why I want to talk about this. I'm not quite fond of heights. Being reminded I am floating in the air is quite troubling.
That is fair.
Very well, that's where I shall be staying.
Is that all you needed of me?
One other thing. You also did mention about the spell storing ring, almost identical to the plan.
Yes, I have asked her if she wouldn't mind putting sending into a ring. I still just need to tell Nahiri
Good.
now that we have some time.
Fantastic. I have faith in you. I'll be off into the hold and trying not to think about being in the air.
Would you like a book?
I think I'll just consume alcohol. The tipsiness will phase in and out just like being on a ship. It will make no difference.
Good luck then.
Right. And he goes to the hold.
Okay.
Belle would use the sending stone to ask Nahiri to come to the captain's quarters.
Okay, here reply. I'll be a moment. She'll head on over.
Alright. After shortly, I'm going to say, is everyone else just trying to find a spot?
Yeah, you just
Yes.
go find a
There's
spot
actually
to sleep.
several rooms. If you go, there's a hold in the center part, and there's actually kind of smaller rooms alongside the hold.
So the hold, is that where my wagon had gone through?
your wagon
Okay.
is-
I would put blankets over the windows of my wagon and stay inside that.
Okay. You guys do see it's a tight fit in the hold. This wagon, 'cause the ship's it's not too big. It still has enough room to fit both up there in the wagon. There's little side rooms. At least about 4.
Taking one of them.
Yeah.
I'll just do some training.
They are nice, but because of their size, you feel a little cramped. But you can understand it's not much room on a small ship. All right, Neri, you head off to the captain's quarters or to Belle's quarters.
Okay. She would knock on the door before she enters.
Right. Belle, you hear where's that? No, the knock.
Come in.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, thank you for coming by.
Of course. What can I do for you?
I know it's been a rough couple of... Well, it's just been rough in general. But it concerns your brother.
You can see she tenses.
It is nothing dire, but I was wondering if
it would be acceptable instead of going to see him right away. We give you one of the rings with sending in it for you to send a message to him to check on him first, rather than going to meet with him in person.
To check on him, I don't mind sending, but there's a discussion that me and him need to have in regards to his safety. That would be best done in person.
I understand that.
If it's not possible for us to do it at this time, I can go ahead of everyone and meet up at Magic Gate if need be.
Well, we would still go see your brother, but it would be after we take care of the other goings-ons. Unless, of course, it is a real emergency.
It is important, yes. Garth had mentioned his... Girth? Is it Girth?
Ooh, Kurth.
Girth? Girth?
Kurth.
Kurt.
Kurth.
Girth.
The dwarf.
Chainmail beard man?
Yes.
Yes.
Kurt.
Kurth. Okay. Kurth had mentioned that he may not be safe. He can't guarantee it. And where my brother is at now, I would like to assume he is in the safest place. But there is the option of bringing him someplace where I can keep a closer eye on him. But I want to give him that option this time instead of taking him away.
And is this the conversation you would like to have in person?
Yes. I don't think sending can quite cover everything that we need to go over. And then I need to see him, honestly. It's been a long time since I've seen him at this point. Almost a year at this point. Usually around this time is when I go to see him.
I understand. Well, if this is something you feel like you need to do, this would be a group discussion.
You can roll a will check. Or a gut check. Bill.
That's 13.
You do know there are spells that allow you to look at an individual. You do have several magic users in the group.
I could see you wanting to see him in person. There are ways of seeing people with magic.
I'm aware.
That is another alternative. I ultimately cannot force you to do anything. Well, there are all these magic alternatives, but I ultimately can't force you to do anything.
If the party is adamant about not going his direction, I will consider them. But last I spoke with everyone, except I think Ogre wants to skip it from him implying the ring.
Just so you understand, he stares at you in the eyes. We're not skipping it entirely. We are just waiting till after the... He looks away for a second to find a word. The important chores are done with.
I know we are headed towards the lake to go take care of the cult. Would it be after that, since he is in that vicinity?
That would probably be one of the best times.
I would be okay with that. Before we head to Magic Gate, though, I need to see him.
How long would it take to get to Marquette Lake?
Where we're at, and with travel conditions that are good, probably about a week.
A week, you say? Oh, the things I can craft.
Please, no. Please.
All the shenanigans.
I've already made a love potion, so...
No.
A week. I'm gonna make another one actually.
Oh, God.
Oh,
How long until the ball?
Yeah, one for each of you.
The ball. You have a couple weeks to the ball. You know, well, with fair, if the wind's with you, you can probably get to the lake in 5 days.
Okay.
And then question also,
Gotta
from
work
when
it
we're
on
going
that,
for the
yeah.
cult, how far is the temple?
Temple to the monastery.
Yeah, the monastery.
You would know it's depending on where you're at in the lake. It's on one side of the lake, so
Was it the southeastern side? Or am I
Out of
thinking
character, you said it was like 5 miles, right? This lake?
it's
50.
50 miles.
50 miles.
It's a big lake.
2 days, technically.
Let's see, where is
That's
this?
just the lake. You're getting to the lake from where you're at.
Oh, I know.
So it's southeast side.
So you know you'd be passing by, flying over, so you could look down upon it. You do know it's in a little mountain range.
Okay,
in that
so
area.
it would be on the way there,
Yes,
essentially.
and where you're landing by the lake.
Okay. So it'd be better to go there first before the lake, or where we're going?
Well, you do know you're passing it, but you do know you're literally talking to Belle about solving the lake first, and then you could go there.
Okay.
But you do know it's close enough. If you go in, you would know that if you do solve the problem at the lake, that could be what Chris was talking about.
Okay. You would see her kind of just pause, just kind of thinking. The monastery my brother is at is right before the lake. He's in the mountain range. But she just kind of pauses. The problem that's at the lake, it could be what's also why his safety is no longer guaranteed. But regardless, if possible, I want to see him. I don't mind if it's after or if it's before, since it's on the way before the lake. It is on the southeastern side.
Then the plan I would like to propose is that we head to the lake. We take care of what's at the lake. I'll backtrack a bit. While we're on our way to the lake, you would take the time to contact your brother. Make sure he's alright. Let him know that we'll be on our way after we take care of stuff at the lake. We get to the lake. We take care of what's at the lake. We send a message back to my father and let him know what we found out. And we can go see your brother at that point before we go to Magic Gate.
Okay. That would suffice. I know it's out of the way. I appreciate you agreeing to this.
He nods solemnly. That is all I wish to speak to you about.
Okay. If you need anything, I'll be downstairs, I guess. Have a good night, Belle.
You too.
Did you leave the quarters to go to one of the other rooms, you know? Everybody say there's a room and gonna fall asleep while you're journeying there.
I would like to roll for my alchemist supplies.
To see you there for crafting. Alright, you can do it real quick.
And I'm going to use inspiration if it fails. First one is a 22. Does that succeed? Actually, yeah, it does.
Yeah. 5 days. Can you make it in 5 days?
Yes, I can.
Alright. So, yeah. And you'd make that. I'm gonna say, throughout the 5 days, the first night you do get a message, real quick, Balsa. For Amiria.
Okay,
Do you want another message right now?
sure.
Before it's pretty late at night, getting ready to sleep, you do get a message. Either Miria, she does sound kind of distraught. She tells you, asks if you're awake.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, I'm awake. What's wrong?
Just pause, and she tells you, tells her that her grandmother died.
There'd be a bit of a pause there, but he would be like, I'm so sorry. Are you doing all right?
You hear that she's has to keep heading out to Magic Gate in her mission
Yeah, she just
for duty.
if you need to talk, I'm here at any time.
Thanks for being there. And you pretty much through the night, she kind of for another hour, she's just telling you her worries and how she regrets that she couldn't be there. She's unsure what happened.
Eve also would try and sympathize, like kind of relate it to how she wasn't there for Piccadilly. And just let Armiria know that she understands as best she can.
Okay. So she's giving you worries of traveling, and Tremaine just kind of goes on with that. Kind of needs an ear to speak her worries with.
Yeah, Eve's just going to listen. Probably fuck up and make a joke about fighting vampires and then backtrack real quick.
Okay. With that, looks like you guys are traveling. Yep.
The next day, Belle would send a message only to Okri and tell him that Nahiri agreed to, and then Belle would explain the plan he laid out to Nahiri.
Okri would say, I'm glad that happened. If only that's what happened in the first place.
Yes. I'll go orchestrate the rest of the deal.
Very well.
Then he'd go ask Ibalsa to put sending in a ring, so then he can give the ring to Nihiri to attune to and then use sending.
Okay.
We would do it, but she'd request that she be the one to just hang out with Nahiri during that.
That is fine. Then I'll let you give it to her, and
Okay.
that's all I wanted to do.
All right. So another couple days go by as you.
Okay, during those couple days, after all this happens, I'm gonna ask Balsa if we could practice dancing as she feels comfortable to do so.
Alright.
And
You practice
Practice.
dancing on the ship
Yeah.
while you're traveling.
for the rest of the few days.
Eve's not going to go easy on you because now that she knows that we're all going to try and get into the wall, she's going to make sure you know how to dance.
Okay,
Oh god.
And she's going to make sure you're having fun during it.
good.
Just Sora's gonna just keep training unless Nahiri still wants to ask for more to learn more Draconic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
She wants to
Between
finish.
the training, that you get another 2 days of.
Okri would also train with Sora, trying to poke fun at how he treats Nahiri a little bit.
Okay.
What do you mean? Yeah, she's a great friend.
Just great.
Yeah, she's amazing.
So amazing. That's all you have to say about Nahiri.
What else do you want me to?
I thought
Crossing
you thought
blades.
they were better than that.
She
And here
is.
I thought, oh, there we go.
But what?
I thought so.
She's a good friend.
You're leaving your side open.
Huh?
Say that great friend, you gotta put your guard down. Oh, I texted his great sword. Ah! And again, that's one part of the ship on the deck part, and the other part there's Saoirse and Balser dancing.
Did you ever think you might like her?
Alright, we're gonna go as you just look puzzled, and as you like drop your guard again, you get smacked by a shield. And
You could say he
Alright.
was love struck.
Oh god. Please.
alright, and
I will say, probably a couple nights after Amiria first messaged Eve, she'd message back and just be like, "Hey, okay, can I vent now? I really need to talk."
you can bet you want to do the message right now, or do you wanna
No,
do it
it's just basically all the shit she's gone through in the past week.
okay. And you do vent with her,
Yeah.
Which says she's here to help you as you help her.
Oh.
At some point, Eve's just gonna be like, "I don't know what I'd do without you."
Alright, and with that, as you guys approach, you do see a little mountain range. Now I'm going. You first see So you're kind of skimming, not skimming, just right underneath the cloud line. You see the mini forest below you, but you see a grand body of water. Huge water as everyone's looking over the rail. For those who are looking over the railing, I know Greedy probably won't be.
I'm tied to the mast. By harness.
Odysseus.
So those who are looking over, you do see a vast lake. So Sishi, you being in the ocean, there's nothing bigger in the ocean, but you've seen lakes before, but it's the biggest lake you've ever seen.
That's a big puddle.
You do see there's a couple islands, but there's actually quite a large island in the center. So you got to fly and you get a good view. Belle, where are you going to land on? What side?
I guess we didn't really get. Did we get a specific?
You do know over on the western side of the lake, that's where there is Lakeshire over there.
That's
The
probably
region.
a better spot.
You do know there's more villages, and the name was villages over there.
Mm-hmm.
Over on the west side, closer to Magic Gate, that would actually be the Cianodel. That's where all the estates are. Kind of a bigger, larger town over there.
Oh, where are the commoners more so at?
There's a lot more commoners over in Lakeshire.
Okay.
So, and there's so you would know, Lakeshire's kind of the area they'd call almost everything, the area around the lake.
Mm-hmm.
You know there's some places close by to the larger town, but there's a majority more villages over in the western side.
Okay, so probably is the best spot over west.
You go and kind of bring it lower and you head towards the west side. This time, where you gonna take your ship? Soarwind.
Is there no public parking?
You head to the villages. You do see some larger towns nearby, but they're a little distance away.
Could I give him any instructions, best, any clearings that would be good in the area, or
Well, you don't. You've really never been to this area.
this side
It's
of
a
the
little
lake?
ways, yeah. You've gone around the merge most of it, except for this side.
Okay.
I mean, you can definitely find if you want to help spot some clearings or a good possible spot. you can
Yeah. I'll
Roll. Let's say nature.
Good thing it's
You can all roll nature to try to find a spot that might be a best place. Depending on what you're
is
looking
my
for.
nature.
Can I help?
Yes.
Oh, I've got a 5.
I have advantage then because I'm helping you.
Okay, so the first one's a non-nat 20. Yeah, take the non-nat 20.
Not 20.
Yeah.
You point out that you do see there's a looks kind of clearing, or there's actually a couple of trees. Belle, you would actually also know that if you don't want to go or anything, there's actually a mode you just hover. You guys can go down a ladder.
Okay, but
Yeah.
still the clearing is good for stepping down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go up toward the clearing.
Yay!
They'll come towards a clearing. It does seem you do see some commoners look like they're gathering stuff. They're just like, whoa, they're looking up at the ship just propelling kind of down. Kind of just leaves a gust as it just comes down. Kind of looks like it's going quite fast. They look like they're a little weary, and then just kind of stops.
Oops.
Just kind of taken back. They have seen airships before.
Well,
They're just-
sure, but they didn't need to be spooked.
You do land. You're about 30 feet above ground right now. You head down a couple more commoners. Looks like there's more children are approaching. As you see the more adult commoners seem like they just look up and just go back to work, grabbing herbs and like roots or other fruit. They're just kind of harvesting.
Mm-hmm. Before they had left the ship, Belle would have asked Nahiri if she got to get a hold of her brother. The plan was.
No one's given me the ring yet.
Abe would have come to you
Yeah.
during that.
Okay.
That time. We can go say back a couple of days. Would you have sent to your brother?
What would I?
Would you have used sending to talk to your brother?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say before they got here, what would you have said?
So 25 words?
Yes.
And they know it's me.
She would have cast it
Yeah.
into the ring twice, actually, because there's
And they
space
would
for
know,
that.
so you wouldn't
they
have
would
to
know.
announce yourself.
I mean, if you do, you just waste words, but
Yeah.
you
So
know.
you've got 50 words.
50? Okay.
But you can split them up 25 because then they get to answer.
Rip. Probably be. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
See,
How do you fare?
How fairly? It's one less word.
Hello.
It's been a while.
Yeah. How are you doing? Oh crap! I don't know I don't know what to say now. That's
Now
actually
you know why
happening.
I do the sending thing outside of.
Huh?
Now you know why I do the sending thing
Yeah.
outside
I
of.
miss you. I love you.
Yeah.
So,
I'll be in the area soon. We need to talk. What is that? I lost count actually.
that's 16.
That's 16, yeah.
I miss you, you little shit.
You got 3 more words.
I don't know nothing else to say.
And
Love you, bye?
Yeah, love you, bye.
I don't know.
Bye, Felicia.
Alright, yeah, it's just how are they doing and everything, was it?
Yeah.
Alright. You're hearing pretty much big sister. I'll just use it. I thought you flunked magic school. I'm alive. I was good. The new teacher is evil. Kitty gloves have come off.
Oh shit.
Save me.
I was like, you can't make evil jokes anymore.
Vampires. The teacher's evil.
That's the first thing you get.
Now you can send 25 more words.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, so one more message to him.
Oh, by the way, after Evie gets the ring back, she'd go to Belle and be like, "Can you fill this with shields again, please?"
He would.
Are you able to cast shield? Over the span of the week, I'd probably say you'd be able to do it yourself.
I don't. No, I'm not. I'm not able to. Belle is.
Oh, okay.
That's why I went to him.
Okay, so she would send.
Yeah, he pretty much just got that. He's alive and safe. His new trainer, teacher, pretty much is putting him through the ringer.
Arlie Ernie. You never watched
Tell-
Mail Call?
Oh, what was his name? Morning. What is that monk's name? It's here somewhere. Dun, 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 dun.
Master wax on.
Snow.
The second school of teaching, master wax off.
Morrow.
Tomorrow, thank you.
Terrible, Cole.
Okay. Tell Morrow
Just got
or
that.
suck it up.
I haven't heard that before.
Play nice. I'll see you soon. Don't do anything rash. And then, I love you. How many words is that?
That's enough.
4.
That's so far. Okay, yeah.
Anyhow, here, so you would have gotten back from that. That doesn't help. Morrow encourages my beatings. Says it toughens me up. Thanks for nothing. I might be taller now.
She does not like this. As soon as she hears like the beatings, she goes, "What? Mommy mode is activated. She's gonna go kill someone." Okay. She would hand the ring back to Ibalsa. You kind of see like she looks definitely happier, but at the same time she looks kind of pissed.
Everything all right?
We'll see.
Not
He's
in
alive,
danger? Okay.
but I'm going there is no option now. I have to go to the temple.
Like
And
immediately?
no, it's not. Me and Belle agreed later,
Okay.
but I have to have some coarse words with some people there apparently.
All right.
I'm going to go argue with the Kung Fu Master.
She's mommy mode. Mama Bear has
All right.
come out.
Back to current time.
She doesn't care.
So you guys have kind of are hovering over this kind of empty field. You see a bunch of children looking up at you like, oh, it's so close. One of them throws a rock at the ship.
Me too, kid.
Comes back down at them. They miss it. Comes back down at them.
Knocks him in the head. They knock the fuck
They all
out.
kind of move out of the way. But so as you're all kind of hovering closer, okay, you do notice that you are closer to the ground. You can do.
I'm going to look over the edge, spit, and then kind of listen.
You hear it. Ew.
That's what I thought.
All right. So you're gonna land and drop off the wagon.
Yeah.
All right. You gotta bring it down and let you guys disembark. So bring the wagon and Gunther out. You bring all the supplies you want right now. You do know you can set your ship can so everyone can go to a hover mode to a height that you want to determine.
I don't know, is vandalism something that I need to be worried about?
And you can go and say because it's rich. You do know it has there is a tarp for there is a kind of a tarp way that makes it kind of blend in with surroundings.
Ooh,
But you gotta-
fancy.
Yeah, so you'd have to bring it close to something though, so it doesn't go astray. So you leave it in the middle of the air, something could crash into it. So
So
you can bring it down to the tree level, like top of tree level.
Oh, I see. In the foliage,
Yeah, just above the foliage.
I guess.
You do bring it down. You kind of go make it bring down in. You said kind of a stealth mode. It looks kind of blending in with the trees. If someone really knows what they're looking for, they'll find the ship. But you do know it's not going to start without your word.
Okay. And he would have made sure everybody else was up before he did that.
Okay.
So nobody was stranded up there.
Nobody was
Strand
that way.
You left Oakley. No. All right. So yeah, you're all in the wagon, and the kids are all kind of going around in the wagon. Oh, you got? They're basically like, you have any spare change?
Oku would pick one up by their back of their collar.
Oh, Jesus.
Bring a silver piece and say, "Where's the direction to the village head?"
Kind of turning his shirt's kind of spinning around. He's like kind of pointing and just kind of spinning a little around.
He kind of shakes him to stop the spinning.
It's that way, mister.
All right, you earned it. Here you go.
Yay!
And he sets him down.
Oh, you jump now. He just, yay! Other kids just tackle him.
Oh god.
How many,
Not my problem.
how many kids are there?
There's about like 20 children.
20.
Oh god, there's so
Yeah,
many
she's
children.
dead.
I give them each a silver.
Wow.
Dang.
They're all like, they're all kind of like, ooh, I got one. They're all kind of showing off the silver. Mom! They're kind of running out to show what they got.
I pick up the pace just a little bit and head to the village head's house.
And you guys do find as you head there, you do find a small village. Looks to be a fishing village. There's about 50 houses. You kind of head there. They do have a little tavern bar to the side. Some of the houses are actually out in the water. They have kind of the stands that are off. They have a little modest dock. A couple modest docks. They have small boats. As you enter, people are looking at. Oh, they see how you're kind of dressed. They do know. Oh, Lord, Lord. What you see? Like one of the. What brings you here?
We're looking for the head of the village.
This one's a human. Oh, I want to speak to the Tabarel. Tabarel. He lives. He point to like a larger house.
Tabarel.
Tabarel.
Very well.
Okay, you can see there's a wide variety going through. Half elves, probably looks more half elves than anything.
Okay.
Humans. You head there to a tall house at Tamarel. You do find You go there, you see a half elf come out. Kind of has a thin beard. Looks to be actually kind of bald. It's kind of a almost a mohawk one, but it's cut short. It's a thin beard. Just kind of walks out. Like kind of gruff looking. He's kind of smoking a pipe. Comes out, closes the door, just like pauses when he sees you all.
Good day to you.
Hi.
We're here to quell the rumors.
Rumors.
The evil that stalks the night.
We've been hired to investigate.
Right. By who?
By Lord Tremaris.
Forgive me. I know the nobles on the other side of the lake. I guess you come in if you wish. Kind of motions to his house.
All right. And,
I don't have many. I have mostly stools. Forgive me. Just kind of motions for y'all to come in.
I'll just stand.
Okay. He kind of pulls out a moonshine, kind of pours at you. You do know
Yes,
some. They're not like super poor, but you do know them. They make a living, but you would know from that they still have good crafts. Their houses are upkept. They're definitely better off than some places you guys seen. So, we make a modest living. How can I help you? I'm Tamarel. I suppose mayor, chief.
we heard there's evil around the lake.
He's just kind of slang it. Evil. That's where we get all. That's where we make our livelihood. Fishing.
Right. What news have you of any rumors that could spell trouble?
Any rumors? You're going to hear rumors. Nothing good for us.
We heard there was a cult of madness.
Oh, cult of madness. That's what they'd want to call it. I believe those would be the villages that are closer to the other side, the ones with most of the workers, with the estates over there. I'd go mad too if I had to work for a noble all non-stop. Sometimes they ask too much.
So
Blackroot? He's offering to you, Okri.
He takes it.
Okay.
he says, so is this mostly a cult of a religion, or this is just an uprising?
I believe it's mostly just disgruntled workers. Kind of slang it.
How far is the villages over there?
All the way across the lake.
Oh, all right.
I believe we have our idea where we need to be.
Right.
And Okri takes out a small leather pouch and puts a pinch of tobacco on the table for him.
Much obliged. Of course, feel free to ask others. Some of the fishermen might have heard more.
Aye.
I don't know.
That's all we need for now.
Kind of nod.
Thank you.
You gonna head on out, or you guys gonna go talk with everyone else in the?
Yeah, I might as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we're walking around, Nahiri has her hood up, and she just looks kind of tense.
Sword notices this, and I use a setting stone and says, is everything okay?
Too close to home. That's all she'll say.
Oh.
Alright. What are you guys gonna? Who's everyone looking for now?
He also would ask the others, hey, do you think the kids might have heard anything?
There's a good chance. That's what I thought of asking as well.
Well, they sure seem to like those silvers.
And we do have silver. Although I could give them daggers.
No.
No.
What's wrong? I gave a child the other day. Well, it's been quite many moons. But they were able to skin a cat properly and have a source of food.
You see Balsa's face just get, like, as the sentence continues, her face just continually gets more and more horrified.
Sword uses the sending stone and say, impressive.
Aye, that's right.
Skinning a cat and giving them daggers just for the hell of it isn't going to do any good. It's going to be
So
dangerous.
not for the hell of it. This is a fishing village. Sometimes food might be scarce, and
Then
looking
give it
for
to the
food
parents!
elsewhere is...
Let's just offer them money or something.
All right,
If they
fine.
really want, they can go buy daggers.
With what money?
The ones we're going to bribe them with.
We're not a bank. All right.
So you're all just gonna head and find the group of children.
Yeah.
All right, you do find the closest group of children. Ones look like they're over by the lake, kind of like they're playing in the water. Some older kids look like they're fishing, kind of watching their younger siblings. Kind of bored looks.
So I'm gonna walk up. Boy, out of a small amount of silver that you could have, I am looking for some people.
You talking to one of the older kids or one of the
Yeah.
younger one? So yeah, young half elf is looking at you. He's I've been promised silver before. Are you gonna do give before, or you could be on your way?
Smart. You could have been a dwarf in your lifetime of many lives.
He's gonna turn around, so has a rod.
He's gonna give him a gold instead.
Yeah, he sees that you just before he just tells you to stop, looks around, grabs your hand, looks like he's shaking your hand, just pockets it.
Now, I'm looking for a cult of madness. You might have heard of it, but if not, why have your parents told you not to go?
He's like kind of looking at. Are all you there?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't approach. It'd be weird
I'll be there.
But you all would
if a
approach
group
together.
of adults
and-
approached a group of children. No
I'm a
thanks.
knight.
Eve
looking-
is small enough to be mistaken for a child.
Harry will stick with Belle.
What's it to you?
What to tell me is apparently it is causing trouble with the citizens of Magic Gate.
Alright,
I'm a mercenary. I'm trying to take out and quell evil.
kind
I am a knight.
Looks around.
Dragonspire. So
I've heard something.
Okri takes out a rod and makes it suddenly burst into a pool of fishing and starts fishing with him alongside.
It's like he's like, whoa. You see his eyes go wide as they see
You
that.
give me what you want, or what I want, and this can be yours.
I've heard some things. Told mostly not to go in the lake at night.
Which part of the lake? Any
Told
particular
not
part
to
on
go
the
in
shore?
the water. Just told not to go in the water. I don't know.
any stories why?
Well, there's some say that the water's cursed. But we get all our fish. He's got his rod kind of get pulled.
Does he have like a bucket full of fish or something?
He's got a couple fish in the bucket.
Okay.
Kind of pulls another fish out. I wouldn't say it's cursed. I haven't seen anything, and I'm already 12.
Right. But you haven't been in there during the night. Could be cursed only during the night. You wouldn't know, only by hearing.
No, with all the adults, it could be like he's like my parents always told me ghost stories, but I haven't seen a ghost.
Right.
Besides that, I don't think there'd be anything. Word spreads fast among the villages.
Well, if it's a cult, they usually try to keep quiet. So it will spread slowly.
All I know is we don't go at night. Don't go on the water at night. It's that, and there's, I guess, if you've probably already talked to Tamarel, the disgruntled workers.
Very well. I'm feeling peckish. Takes out another gold piece. You didn't give me exactly what I wanted, but I will give you a gold coin for one of those fish.
It's a deal. He puts his hand out to shake your hand.
Yeah, he shakes his
goes and
hand.
takes it in. As you see, he gives you a fish. He actually pulls the gold coins and puts it in another fish's mouth. And gives you another fish.
And he takes it. And he kind of inspects it half-assedly and nods his head.
Oh, I can, he goes and he looks like he shifts around. I can tell you, some things. Some more, stories I've heard. If you're interested, great places to go fishing. He's kind of winking at you. He's kind of motioning towards he's kind of show you some great places to fish. He's kind of motioning towards the woods.
Sounds good.
If take you to, Well, it costs you a little bit more. You think we have an agreement?
How much more?
We'll see. I'll wait to see how much fish you catch.
All right.
Grabs the bucket and he kind of motions again towards the what area he's motioning down the beach.
And he swings his pole around his shoulder and lead the way.
All right, he's heading out. Or is everyone gonna follow a distance? Or are you guys just gonna let?
You've been with Oakry.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Yeah.
Are you
Me
gonna
and Bella.
just follow him. Okay. He's going to kind of lead you down a little ways. It's kind of woods varies depending how close he kind of leads you down a little.
Just precautionary. Was he signing any thieves' camp?
No.
Okay.
He's kind of motioning. He's looks like he sees other kids. He's giving them. He kind of takes the fish and dumps the gold and gives them his fish, telling them to go. Brings you guys to a fishing spot. Gives his fish out to these kiddos and sends them out. Sends them away. And he looks away. And he's looking around. And he rolled. You guys are a little ways from the village, over kind of a private fishing area. All right. Here's the deal. I want 30 gold right now.
30 gold right now. What are you offering?
There's a colt.
I'm inside checking him if he's trying to swindle us.
You can.
I'm gonna help you.
Okay.
I guess it's a colt if that's what
Insight.
that's what it's called.
Deborah,
Does
did
he
you follow
visibly
at a
look a little bit
distance?
more worried?
I thought everyone was
Looking
going.
definitely worried. He's looking around.
No, you have to specify.
All right.
Carson said everyone
You're
was going.
sticking your
You can
neck
roll if you
out.
want.
24.
24. He's
Did-
looking pretty worried. He's looking around. He
Okay.
sent the kids off.
All right.
So me and Belle were separate from the group. Did we follow?
Did you follow?
The bell.
Would we?
At a distance.
Okay.
You
I
would
don't
have
know
followed
if it's
kind of. You
hearing
would have
distance.
followed and bring the wagon. You know the wagon can't go somewhere else on these trails, so you probably would have led it to a certain point and stopped. You have to make a little side trails that along through some woods, kind of small thing of woods to a little private spot where you can fish.
I look at him.
All right. First, we'll have to have a competition. I'm going to throw this rock and hit that tree over there.
All right, he's watching.
And then you retrieve it and see if you can hit the same tree. Up to you. And he can roll inside if he wants. He does. Oakley does a wink.
Go pretty good. You rolled so you got 15. Or was it 16? Where you mean from?
He could probably think I'm gonna leave something at the stump of the tree.
Some tree. Okay. He's gonna go. He's watching you throw the rock. He's gonna go and grab the rock.
So he already threw the rock at the tree. He would bend over to retrieve it, and he would drop 3 platinum.
Keep on him. Over back where he's coming back to where you're at.
Where Oakley threw the rock.
Oh, Oakry went to
Okay.
go get the rock.
Yes.
okay.
He went first. He's gonna tell him go second, and then he's
Okay,
gonna
so
pick
he
up
goes
the-
and sees it.
Yeah.
He's gonna find it, comes back. Puts it into motion quickly.
You pass.
Kind of looking worried and looking around. I don't know what you want to call it. Could be a colt. I don't know what it is. But they come out at night.
What are they exactly?
I don't know.
Have you seen them?
Kind of pauses, kind of looking. I've seen what it does to you.
What does it do?
What does it do?
Once you go on, you come out differently.
In the lake, or is this like when they
in
come
the
out at
lake.
night? It's in the lake.
Oakley rests his hand on the boy's shoulders.
Kind
You ever
just
heard
talking,
of the
kind
name?
Flinches when you got to touch him when he's talking about it.
Adonis.
He's the hero of Vinci.
He's my best friend. Well, in fact, he's friends of everyone here.
Alright.
Ebal
you.
says, oh, okay.
I believe she rolled below. You know Adonis?
I do. And the thing is, we're on a mission.
He's just kind of worried. Then you can take me away from here.
Possibly.
Do you have any family?
No, I drift from village to village, trying to make my living.
And Oakley's going to use the sending stone and send to Sora. What was that about a squire?
Sora looks. That could possibly be done. Is it? We can arrange that.
We can offer you protection, but know this: we are here to quell the danger.
Oh, I know. I'll tell you all I know. We're going to end this episode right here. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Sore Feet Adventures. I hope you join us for the next one. Have a good day.